What is going on, X? YouTube? My name is Gabriel. This is my first video on here, but this is about to be amazing. I'm going to start posting every single day, keeping you guys updated. So if you enjoy the content, make sure to absolutely smash that like button. And let's get straight into the TA. First, I just want to start off by shouting out the absolute goats in the space. Make sure you are following the right people this bull run because it's going to literally change everything for you. If I was not following these guys, I literally would be still drawing trend lines on the charts. So shout out to the GOAT, Lars, the Composite Trader, and Mr. Wyckoff Insider himself. If you're not in the TCT community, you're doing something wrong. Seriously, join this shit. It's literally free. If you love it, if you get value from it, you can consider joining the VIP, but seriously, just get in there. Just do yourself a favor. So let's get straight into the TA. So looking at Bitcoin here, we're in this uptrend. We have this weird range where we can pull our range from high to low. And we have our first initial range high, initial range low, deviation 1. And we can have a deviation this deep since we are in price discovery. If you don't understand the TCT concepts already, I highly recommend you go to Lars's channel. It's the Composite Trader on YouTube, and watch his TCT mentorship. It's literally going to change your life. Do not fade this. So right now what we're doing, let's see. We're still in this range. We're kind of forming a new range down here, where we have our initial range high, initial range low, and now we just put in our deviation 1. So I will be looking for potential longs in this POI. Normally, you don't want to look for longs in the premium section of the range, but considering the bullish context, it's hard for me to imagine that we're going so much lower. I see people on X posting that we're going down to like 44K, that this is over. BlackRock, Fidelity, these huge companies have been accumulating for 238 days. So you're telling me that because you checked some indicator and it said that the market's overbought, that we're coming down and grab all this liquidity, what we're coming down in this 44K zone that people are still calling for? I just doubt it, honestly. I think people are sidelined. I think people are selling now to buy back lower. And I think we're just going to rip through. I'm bullish. So technically, let's see what we got here. So we have our extreme liquidity up here, but it's honestly too high. If we come for this high, we're coming for the range high, right? So you could technically call this your extreme liquidity. And we do have some demand in here, or some supply, sorry. So we came into the supply zone, and we're kind of just slowly ranging. Yes, it was Saturday, so not that much really goes on Saturday. But the target of this range, let's see, did we get a break of structure? Let's see here. And this is going to be a straight raw video. This is not planned. This is not edited. So if you want more structured content, let me know in the comments. I'll be responding to every single one of you guys. And just here to give my input and hopefully help you navigate these crazy markets, because they definitely are crazy. And if you're not following the right people, you're probably going to get into some trouble. So I mean, we broke structure very locally, it seems like. But I just can't see that we're about to go all the way lower. I mean, maybe we come to these range lows, which could be nice, and potentially we even come to this demand zone before reaccumulating somewhere in here. But I don't know why I'm just getting this feeling that People are getting bearish. One of my close friends back at home who doesn't do anything with crypto is texting me, you know, like, should I sell now? Like, I think we're at the top. So, I mean, that's just like retail is scared, retail is sidelined. People are selling now to buy back lower. And I think we're just going to rip through. We are leaving some nice liquidity here. So I'll put an alert right here. And we're just going to wait if we get confirmations. Remember, we trade confirmations, not expectations. So if we get a confirmation, we'll be looking for longs. And if we start having a little distribution in here, we'll potentially look to short. We are sharks. We don't just trade long or short. We're observers of the market. We watch, we wait for our confirmations, and we execute like absolute beasts. We are not playing around. The TCT community is not playing. Okay, I swear, if you're not in there, you better get in there. So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin right now. So moving on, we'll take a peek at, start off looking at Pepe. So again, Pepe, we're not doing that much. If you don't know, Sunday is a phenomenal trading day. Study trading on Sundays. There are beautiful setups. People say it's impossible to trade on Sundays. Seriously, study Sundays. But so we have our initial range high. We're in an uptrend on Pepe. So we had this nice accumulation right in here where we had our range low, our range high. We got our deviation 1, deviation 2, deviation 3, or deviation 2, whatever. And beautiful LPSY right here. Absolutely higher. We got the Coinbase and Robinhood listing. Absolutely chatting right now here on Pepe. So if we zoom in locally, you can see we are in an uptrend. So we pull our range from high to low. We have our initial range high, initial range low, and we're still waiting on a potential deviation. We're kind of just internally ranging, so nothing major here. Let's see, more locally speaking, we are in an uptrend, so I'm watching this range. But at the moment, I'm not seeing anything extremely nice here on Pepe. Came into this nice, grabbed that liquidity. And we just need more price action. The range is confirmed, so we can put our dots on the chart. But at the moment, nothing really going on in the 45, the higher time frames. Let's check locally. Yeah, nothing I really love locally. Just need more price action. So let's see. Let's take a peek at XRP. Now let me just clear up the chart, make everything clean. Clean chart is a clean mind. Study that. Yeah, so XRP is absolutely going crazy. We had a beautiful accumulation. Many of the TCT members caught it. I personally missed this one. I was asleep, I believe. I think this happened in the middle of the night for me. But we had this absolutely beautiful accumulation on XRP. Absolutely gorgeous. Just textbook. I mean, beautiful. Seriously. Initial range high. Initial range low. Deviation 1. Deviation 2. Creating a nice, beautiful TCT Model 1 schematic. And we had a nice retest right here. And you could have got in on the break of structure. We even had a local tiny on the 30-minute. Tiny little accumulation schematic right in here. And I mean, that's the power of TCT. You can find extremely local entries that have targets that are macro targets. You can find scalp entries for swing targets, right? That's the beauty of this. So, I mean, we had this very local range. It's not the cleanest one I've ever seen, but we did leave tons of liquidity above us, and looks like we got the break of structure. Yes, so you could have entered on this break of structure. Now, there was probably a more local entry, but... And if you entered there, risking 1%, you could be targeting... If you held this, you took a 75% TP towards the range highs. If you realize that we were in a macro accumulation and that you were getting a local accumulation that had the target, you could have taken a 75% TP at the range highs, and you could have still been holding this. This is a generational long on XRP. A 28.28 risk to reward. Study that. Okay, so getting back into the local price action, we have just the simple range right now, waiting for it to get confirmed. Nothing really here yet. Let's check the lower time frames. Again, doesn't look like anything. So let's move on. Let's move on to Doge. So again, Doge, we are in a massive uptrend. We absolutely pumped. Study what happened once we got through this all-time high, okay? Absolutely ripped in, like, this is what? One day? Look at this candle. There was $20 billion added to the Doge market cap or something like that. And if that's an indicator of what's going to happen to our alts, just, I hope you're holding good plays. So hold your high conviction holds. And instead of looking for the next 1000x, 100,000x, whatever you're looking for, just stick to good plays, high conviction plays. Only a few. You don't need 100 coins if you got a $10,000 portfolio. Just truly take ownership of your portfolio. That's what Mr. Wyckoff Insider is preaching every single day, and it's truly just words of wisdom. So this is what I'm watching right now in Doge. Let me just take a quick sip. This is what I'm watching right here on Doge. We've got our initial range high, initial range low, deviation 1, and we are coming down, leaving some nice buy-side liquidity, it looks like. It seems like it's mainly just highs, just lows, very, very insignificant. Not seeing any crazy looking demand zones right now. Also, let me know if the music is too loud, if you like the music. Yeah, so I do see this 30-minute supply zone above us, so something to look out for. Definitely something I'm watching. But it doesn't seem too significant at the moment. It looks like this is going to be our POI for our extreme liquidity. So alerts are set. And this is kind of a macro range. I'm going to look for lower time frame entries, but if we get this and the risk to reward is good, I'm looking for longs here on Doge. So that's basically all I'm seeing. Nothing on the super low time frame. And finally, we're gonna go over ETH. So our favorite shit coin here, as the composite trader says. So we had this PO3 almost. So we had our initial range, we had our manipulation phase, and it looks like we're about to get our expansion phase. So I think you guys know what happens for alts when ETH is ripping, and we can go over into the ETH versus BTC chart in another video. But this is very common for a PO3, where we have this massive expansion, slight cooldown to reaccumulate before absolutely sending and hitting our target. And we do still have some nice liquidity above us. It doesn't seem like we have too many crazy zones in there. So ETH is looking good. I'm still bullish on ETH, and I think we're going so much higher. Yeah, so we pull our range from high to low. And this is not even the cleanest range, so I'm going to pull my range from here, from high to low. And we have our high and our low, and we're waiting to confirm this range. So nothing really here on ETH. Let's see. Again, locally, let's see how we're looking here. Nothing too crazy here on ETH. Sunday night is beautiful. I catch a lot of good trades on Sunday nights, getting prepared for the Monday open. Don't think market makers just get on their PC Monday morning and start making moves. No, they're preparing on that Sunday night. So be ready. Locally, I don't see too much on ETH. I'm going to be monitoring the lower time frames. Normally, my entries are pretty low time frame, but if there's a clean swing long, then I'm always down for it. So that's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to give it a like. If you have any feedback or any questions on how I do my TA, or literally anything, feel free to ask. I'll be responding to all you guys. And have a great day. Put the work in, grind, and you're gonna make it. I believe in you. And let's go. Let's fucking go. All right, see you boys.